Hi world, I'm Allie, and I have decided to document my weight loss journey on YouTube. So I'm inviting you all to subscribe and follow along as I make a lot of really big changes in my life. I'm hoping that it'll be a good way to hold me accountable and then also hopefully create maybe a community of support for other people who are on the same journey as me, or maybe those of you who are just interested in being the healthiest you. To give you a little bit of background on my situation, I've always struggled with my weight. I was never a small kid and I developed really early on. I think that because of that, I've always had some self-esteem issues and they never really got ironed out. So my thinnest I was ever at was when I was 15, but then I got pregnant, and at 16 I had my son Mason.
Hello, that little angel.
My little angel. Here's Mason, and that is Pandy.
Pandy.
Thank you for the introduction. That's great. And then after I had him, that's when I really began to struggle the most with my size. I lost it all, but I lost it in a really unhealthy way and making poor lifestyle choices. Then at 22, I had my son Elijah. Does Elijah want to say hi?
Can I say hi, baby?
This is Elijah. Say hi, baby. Hi.
Hello.
This is my Elijah bear. And I had him a year ago.
Dad.
And everybody told me that as long as I was breastfeeding, the weight was just going to fall off. But that's a lie. It doesn't fall off. In fact, I gained weight after having him, and a year later I'm still breastfeeding and I'm still gaining weight. So I actually weigh more now than I did when I was 9 months pregnant with him, which is terrible and doesn't do a whole lot for my self-esteem now. Some of the things that I experience on a day-to-day basis: I have joint pain, especially my knees and my ankles. I actually have weird aches and pains all over my body. I get headaches every single day that sometimes are excruciating. My feet swell up, and I just struggle to do any of the day-to-day activities that I used to enjoy. It's hard for me to keep up with my kids without feeling out of breath. Things like going upstairs are torturous, and it's really embarrassing to have to go through. And, you know, if I get winded trying to hide it in front of other people, I struggle with health anxiety. And because I'm obese, I'm at more of a risk for a lot of diseases like diabetes and heart disease and things like that, regardless of, you know, me being young. And I think because of that higher risk, I am more afraid that I'm going to have a heart attack, and I'm constantly thinking that I'm going to get a blood clot. I know it sounds pathetic, but that's my everyday life. And you can ask my fiance. I'm always having him check my legs for signs of a blood clot, but I'm not joking. I think that the worst part, though, aside from my fear of not being able to live a long life with my children and be there for my grandchildren eventually, is that I don't love myself. And I mean, I love who I am. I'm a beautiful person on the inside, and I'm confident in that, but that beautiful person inside of me is being drowned by this thing that I am on the outside. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, you're beautiful, or you're not fat, yada, yada, yada. But here's the truth, you guys. If your body that you're living in is not well taken care of, and if it's slowly killing you, it's not beautiful. It's a horrible, horrible, ugly thing. And, I mean, it's going to suck the life and the beauty out of who you are on the inside. And that's not okay. I look in the mirror and I see this beautiful me suffering under layers of unnecessary fat, and sometimes I cry because I can't get her out, I can't keep her safe and give her health. But last week I decided that I can, and I will save myself, and that the fear and disease and obesity is not going to be an inevitable fate for me. So here I am. I am 1 week in, and I've lost 6 pounds and 6 inches overall. I'll go kind of into the details about what I'm doing a little bit. So my starting weight, I was 224.9, so 225. And my BMI here, I'll get my, this is my handy dandy weight loss journal. So my ultimate goal is to get to a healthy BMI. So here it is, so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Got my goals on this page. My goal weight would be 150 to start off with. I'd love to be lower, but that at least puts me at a healthy BMI. And let me go into, so week 1, this was what I started last week. I started on the 29th, and I took all of my measurements. Here, I'll show you that too. So I took all of my measurements for what my starting weight was. My BMI was at 36.3, which yes, does put me in the obese category for those of you who are always like, oh, you're not obese, you're just chubby, which I hate, by the way. What I did is I figured out my BMR. I just used an online calculator, which you guys can all do. There's an equation for it too, but I like the easy calculators that are online. So my BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate, that's what your body burns at rest. My BMR came out to 1,911 calories a day. Can you not do that while I'm taking video, please?
Okay, I'll play my game.
Thank you. So what that means is that my body at rest every day burns 1,911 calories on its own. Now, in order to burn a pound of fat, you have to create a deficit of 3,500 calories. So what my plan is, I want to lose 2 pounds a week. That's 7,000 calories a week, which comes out to 1,000 calories a day. Pretty easy math. So if I take just my BMR, if I don't exercise, I don't change anything with my diet, nothing like that, and then what I'm supposed to lose a day, which is 1,000 calories, I've already got a deficit there of 911. So I've still got more calories that need to be lost in order to meet my goal. So what I did is I broke it down with my BMR. This is how many calories a week, I don't know if you can see it, but that's how many calories a week I burn just at rest, and then my deficit right there. So with my diet, I don't want to drop too low because I am breastfeeding, but I did a diet of 1,200 a day, which I like that number because I can split it up easily. You want to keep your metabolism revved up, so you want to eat small meals throughout the day. So I'm doing a 300 calorie breakfast, 150 snack, 300 lunch, 150 snack, followed by a 300 calorie dinner. I try not to eat past like 7 o'clock, but with the deficit and the calories that I'm taking in, so I'm creating a deficit there with my calories as well. It leaves me with a little bit left over that I'm still needing to burn, and then that's where exercise is going to come into play. Don't forget that when you're losing weight, 80% of it's going to be your diet and 20% is going to be from physical activity. Since I'm not very active right now, the physical activity part is the hardest part for me. But I'm just starting off with some walking. I've been walking about a mile every day. But I need, with my weight and the calories and the deficit, in order to hit the 2 pound a week goal and create a 7,000 calorie deficit, I've got to exercise and burn at least 289 calories a day. So what I did to make it really easy for me is I made a little chart here at the bottom. So for 30 minutes of each of these activities, like walking, I burn 142 calories. Calisthenics, so like your sit-ups and push-ups and all that, 230 calories for a 30-minute session. So then that makes it really easy. And then I log everything that I eat. I put all of my macronutrients and my calories. So in addition to the deficit, I want to make sure that my macronutrients are on target. So I'm doing kind of low carb. I still need carbs because that's where your energy comes from, but lower carb because I'm carb addict. And then kind of lower fat as well. I am nursing though, so fat's really important to my baby, and I've got to have fat in my diet, so I don't want to do anything low fat. I just want to make sure that the fats that I do eat are healthy fats, like avocados, we've got nuts, things like that. And then of course protein to help you build lean muscle. So my proteins I eat a lot of, I do eggs and lean chicken breast and beans and stuff like that. And then the carbs, of course, you want to make sure those are healthy carbs. You don't want any refined thing. You don't want to do like white bread. I've actually cut out bread completely and want to go for more whole foods, so getting my carbs from things like quinoa and fruits and vegetables. Yep. So that's what I'm doing for my diet. And then my exercise as well, just starting off slowly, but I want to get up to where
she can do a handstand.
I want to do a handstand. I've never been able to do a handstand, so I think that would be really great. I'll show you kind of what my body looks like right now. That way, as you follow along, you'll get to see more progress. I wish I would have started this last week so that you guys could see how I've progressed. I don't think you can really tell, but I'll show you. I'm in a bathing suit, don't worry.
She's not in underwear and stuff.
So, this is my stomach. Watch out, please. Move out of the way, please. Come on, go, Mason. You're not being respectful of me right now. Thank you. Okay, so from the side, this is what I look like. I'll show you my legs. I've got cankles. So, cankles right there. And then the back. That's what it looks like. This is really hard for me to do. Show you, that is, because it's embarrassing to me. But there I am. There's
No
Mason's belly. That's his belly there.
My belly's chubby.
Handy's belly. Alright. So, this is where we're starting. And you will get to see as it progresses. So, Pandy says bye. Mason says bye. Where's Chance? Chance, do you say bye? Chance says bye.
Scooby's like, yeah.
Peace, Dad.
Scooby says bye. Here, Scooby's come say bye.
Peace, Dad.
Bye.
Peace, Dad.
And
Rock on.
Elijah says bye as well. Alright.
Peace.
See you next
Rock
time.
on.